It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nit Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll go to the ground. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. The big fella in the middle, man, those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Aller. Quickly complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Great job by the back on the option.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Past the first down marker and still running. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I am finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aller. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Aller. picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. I mean, QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Dinkins. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Back to pass. It's Aller. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Moore to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Moore. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. On the run, it's Hughes. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Going to look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Nit Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Reads it, fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Punch it out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires toward the end zone.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dinkins. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Allard. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nit Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. He's going to take off. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Which is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Nit Lions want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nit Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Nit Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Moore will throw. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Ducks are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock, trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Working the middle. It's complete. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Nit Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Dinkins. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Nit Lions with the 1st and 10.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Ross. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. No huddle offense to the line. Dropping back. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Nit Lions will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Tight coverage there. Did not stop it from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Nit Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Aller. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope of a... And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nit Lions! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. Has the 45 on its way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think the offensive coordinator will be a little frustrated at that point because obviously it didn't go anywhere, and that's fine if you don't get any yardage, but we're under 2 minutes. You know, we've got the lead. We want that clock to be our friend and to tick, running out of bounds, stopping it, really keeping this defense in the football game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Hughes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.